James, the Muslim Council of Britain is calling on the Conservative Party to adopt the same definition of Islamophobia that a cross-party group of MPs want you to adopt. Why won't you?
There is no agreed definition of Islamophobia. There's no internationally agreed definition of Islamophobia. And the Conservative Party's position has been clear and consistent, which is we do not accept racism, we do not accept anti-religious comments, we don't accept abuse, and whenever that has been presented, and unfortunately that has happened in the Conservative Party, we have dealt with it. We've dealt with it swiftly, and that's not been reliant. And that's not been reliant.
But there is
on
a definition. There is a definition. Let's have a look at the all-party parliamentary group definition on British Muslims that says Islamophobia is rooted in racism and is a type of racism that targets expressions of Muslimness or perceived Muslimness. Why won't you accept it?
Oh, that's I personally have had contradictory messages from Muslims both within the Conservative Party and outside the Conservative Party.
The Muslim Council of Britain is urging you. What's wrong with it? Why won't you accept it? No.
Well, for example, some of the connecting race as the definition, when people say that being a Muslim is not a race, it is a religion. The broader point is that the Conservative Party's position is abuse, whether it be based on race or religion or gender, is unacceptable, and we will deal with it. And that is not dependent. That is not dependent on the definition.
The far right consistently say it's not racism if you're Islamophobic because Islam isn't a race. Look, the consequences.
But I've also had that from Muslims.
The consequences of Islamophobia are rooted in racism. Islamophobia is a racism. The idea that it isn't because of ethnicity. There are loads of Sikh people that get Islamophobia because of people's minds. They're very, very confused about symbols of religions. The idea that you couldn't accept this is nonsensical, but it is symbolic of the racism that is endemic within your party.
And James, I think the Conservative Party...
Well, hang on, let Sonia come in.
I think the Conservative Party has to be judged on its track record. And The Guardian reported earlier this week really worrying incidents where there were a number of Conservative councillors who'd made racist or Islamophobic statements or shared posts online that had been suspended from the party and had been quietly let back in. Now, that does not look like a party that treats racism and Islamophobia seriously.